Now, the crash Herman Green reported on in Westmoreland comes after last week's crash in Hanover, which resulted in 5 persons being killed. Now, to get some perspective on what appears to be a rise in multiple fatal crashes in the West, we're joined by the head of the Police Traffic Division, Senior Superintendent Calvin Allen. He's live in studio. Good evening, SSP Allen.
Good evening to you, sir.
Now, the West continues to feature in multiple fatalities. Hanover, Westmoreland, St. James and Trelawney, they account for about 42 traffic fatalities out of 144. That's just under 30%. Now, respond to concerns, the traffic police are not doing their work in terms of enforcement and their overall presence on the road.
Well, there's always room for more enforcement, but at the same time, there is a level of responsibility that we still speak to that the individual need to have of themselves. Westmoreland, which is one of the parish that was leading for the past 3 years in terms of road fatalities.
My question. You're sidestepping my question. My question is, respond to the concerns that you're not doing enough enforcement.
And I'm saying
are you doing more?
And I'm saying that there's always room for more.
Are you doing more?
I'm saying
enforcement activities.
I'm saying that there's always room
I'm
for
hearing
more
that, but I'm asking, are you doing more enforcement activities?
And yes, we are doing more activities.
So you've increased the number in Westmoreland, in particular in Hanover?
Let me answer as to Westmoreland. Westmoreland last year this time recorded some 28 fatalities. The 4 that happened last night put it to 10. So before last night, Westmoreland was recording 22 less fatalities. Westmoreland in itself.
That doesn't mean you are doing more enforcement activities.
Yeah, we are doing more enforcement activities, but at the same time, we are doing more. I won't just sit and rely on that. I am saying that there's a level of responsibility that the individual have to do of themselves towards their own lives. And when you look at what transpired last evening, you can see clearly as to the mangled motorcycle. The fact that that particular 600cc was not designed to carry 3 persons. So I'm saying that there is a level of responsibility that the individuals need to have of themselves. So whilst we are enforcing, and I want to also commend the effort of Superintendent Gary Mackenzie and his team, because 18 less in comparison to what was happening last year.
All right,
is a big improvement.
Let's address that issue of the bike taxis. Where they're concerned, it's an informal means of transportation. Why have you allowed them to continue to operate?
Well, those last night weren't, and neither of the 2 were bike taxis.
No, I'm talking generally.
Well, the whole aspect of that issue is one that we would have spoken of before, that what is really required is a multi-agency approach in terms of looking at the situation that exists, looking at the need that exists, and for the relevant authorities to see how best they can be addressed.
What does that mean? I hear the words, I don't understand what the answer is. What the answer means?
The answer means, as it relates to where these taxis, where these motorcycles have to drive to, in terms of assisting people to be transported to and from their homes. So I'm saying that there are some social issues that need to be addressed.
Those are 2 separate issues. One issue is a social issue. You're saying there may be a point. The question here is, why are you allowing them to operate?
No, I'm not saying that.
2 separate
no,
issues.
I'm not saying that we allow them to operate.
I'm saying that. I'm asking you why you have.
No, I'm saying that we have not allowed them to operate. We are prosecuting. There's over 1,000 plus
you seem
motorcycles.
To be saying there's a social reason why they're operating.
Well, I am giving you the full context of what is happening. But I'm saying that whilst I give you the full context of what is happening, I am also talking about the whole aspect of what we are doing as an enforcement arm. So and I can speak to the over 1,300 motorcycles that have been seized in the western end of Jamaica alone as evidence of our enforcement activities.
That's an increase or a decrease in the number of motorcycles, bike taxis?
Repeat that.
Is that an increase or a decrease
in
the number of bike taxis which you have seized?
Well, we are still doing the analysis as it relates to that, because so soon as you seize a number of these motorcycles, you still find where some of these persons, by tomorrow morning, they are out riding or driving another motorcycle.
One point with motorcycles are concerned, raised there by Canute here, is that motorcycles without helmets, that's a big problem. It says all 5 people were operating without helmets. When was the last time you prosecuted someone for something like that?
2 days ago.
You're doing that very often?
Yes, we are.
And you're increasing the number of people who've been arrested for this offense?
Not arrested, prosecuted in terms of the issuance of tickets. In fact, since the start of this year, we have issued 201,000 tickets. I just don't have the figure now to tell you how many out of that as it relates to the issue at hand, but there are several prosecutions that have been done as it relates to motorcycle, especially in the western end of Jamaica.
All right, thank you very much. That's all the time we have. That's the head of the Police Traffic Division, Senior Superintendent Calvin Allen.